Tonight on The Experience, we're going to talk about caregiving. Maybe you would like to be a caregiver, or maybe you're in need of a caregiver or know somebody who is. We'll bring you up to date on that. We'll also bring you up to date on what's happening with Indian Lake. Beth Procro will be with us in just a couple of minutes, but we're going to begin with Joe. Hey, thank you so much for coming by.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
You've got a brand new CrossFit gym. It's out on Route 9.
Route 9 in Shrewsbury, yep.
1727.
Yes.
And I've been by. It looks
Yep.
great with the Patriot logo. What's the significance of the
1727 is the year the town was incorporated. So you know when you're driving through towns, or it says "Welcome to," right in the middle it says Inc. and then the year the town or city was incorporated.
Yeah. Now I would say that probably our forefathers were guys who they may not have had to go to the gym because they were out there living the CrossFit life. I'm sure every day they're chopping down trees, they're swimming, they're running, they're doing all of these things. Tell me, because CrossFit is so huge right now, and it seems to me that it came out of what? It came out of, I don't want to just go and do the same 4 or 5 exercises. I want to switch it up.
Yeah, so CrossFit has functional movements, and they're switched up in all different time domains, movements. So we do a lot of Olympic lifting, body weight, gymnastics movements, and we kind of swirl them all into a workout. Yeah. And it's all for time, too. So we want to be moving fast if we can. At CrossFit 1727, we preach 3 things. Number 1 is technique, because we're doing very difficult movements and we're doing them fast, so we want them to be done correctly. Number 2 is consistency. So once we are doing them right, we want to make sure we're doing them right often. And then 3rd is intensity. So we design the workouts for our members, and they every day they come in, it's on the board for them to do, and they work through it as quickly as they can.
Interesting. Let me tell you, and you're obviously a fit guy. Have you always been interested in fitness?
Yeah, pretty much. I grew up playing all the sports, and then I went to school for exercise science, so kind of before I moved back here to work, that was kind of the path I was going on. For sure.
Now, were you doing CrossFit before it had a name, or what really got you excited about CrossFit?
Yeah, I was actually introduced by it by my uncle. This is like late 2008. Before it was really popular, they were in warehouses that were pretty much the size of a storage unit. So there's no Reebok attached to it yet. I kind of got into it before it was really exploded. And just the idea, I was bored at a regular gym, walking on the treadmill, running on the treadmill, hitting the machines, kind of just got bored with that. And I was falling out of the gym, went to this. It kind of has that competitive edge to it as well, which I missed from playing sports, and grew from there.
So tell me about that aspect of it. Somebody shows up at 1727. Who's the kind of person who comes walking through the door? I mean, is this different than maybe somebody who would be attracted to a more mainstream gym?
It's really for everybody. What's kind of unique and cool about the program is that it's highly scalable or modifiable. So the workout might call for 95 pounds, but you might only be able to lift 45. Right. So we just alter it. Our membership is 75, 80% women, probably over their 30s into 40s.
Interesting. Now, see, so I had this preconceived notion that this was going to be some, people who maybe had really been exercising that their whole lives, not that these women might not be.
Yep.
But I would have thought that it would have been, more 50-50.
Yeah, and you definitely see that people get kind of nervous because you see them on ESPN, these athletes. I sure do, yeah. The females, the males, and they're just absolutely shredded and doing crazy weights. Yeah. But it's for everybody, and that's kind of what we preach to them, that just come in and try it out. We'll modify it. We'll scale it for you. We teach you all the movements, so there's nothing to be worried about. Don't be concerned about coming in and
so
working out.
40-year-old woman comes walking through the door, and maybe she hasn't exercised in a few years. Might have had a couple of kids, and now wants to get back into it. What do you do? I mean, is there some sort of a test of a fitness level that you look for?
No test. What we do is whatever the workout of the day that is. So there's a lot of acronyms in CrossFit. One of them is a WOD. So the WOD of the day, which is the workout of the day, will be on the board, and we'll go over it with PVC pipe. Make sure he or she can do it correctly. And then we have training bars that weigh 15 pounds, and we have regular bars. So we just kind of build up. We test them out on that. I guess a little bit of a test, yeah.
Well, an evaluation, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. See, if you can't do the movement at 45 pounds, we drop it down, and we find out what works, and we put them through the workout just like everyone else.
Wow. All right. So the minute that you're there, you're really kind of into it.
Yeah, absolutely. We tell everyone to come in for a free trial class, and we kind of have you hop right in with our regular class as well. Just modify it for you.
Now, you had talked about, and you got some classes obviously that are going on. You had talked about the fact that that you were getting a little bit bored with the regular gym that you had been going to. walking to CrossFit 1727, how does it look different from what you might be used to?
Number one, I guess, would be there's no machines. No machines, no treadmills. We kind of are what we joke around is say, we don't use machines, we make you into one. Yeah, so it has a pull-up rig, which might look intimidating to some people. Then just free weights, kettlebells, medicine balls. So it's all pretty much functional movements.
Well, let's talk about the kettlebells, and I know that that's very popular, but these are different. These have faces on them. What are these exactly?
Yeah, these are ZOOBELLS. This is a company I started January 2014, so we're a little over a year old. I was at the gym one day using just plain kettlebells, which normally just are the ball with a handle. And I said, you know, it'd be cool if it looked like a lion. And I spent a few months researching it, finding a prototype company, and I started with the lion. We have 4 kettlebells now. The lion weighs 54 pounds. We have this Black Panther. This is our newest one. That's 26 pounds. And then we have a wolf that's 35 pounds. And a koala, a little baby one, that's 18 pounds.
Wow, okay, I love it. So these are the ZOOBELLS. This is your own company that you have started now, so all gyms can get a hold of the ZOOBELL animals.
Yeah, we sell a lot to other CrossFits, and then a lot of people that work out at home too. One thing that I'm really proud about is they're 100% made in the U.S., actually in New England, at a local foundry. I've been down there and met with all the workers and kind of spent some time with them.
What a great idea! So a real entrepreneur here. I mean, you decided not only that you liked the workout, but that you wanted to start the gym.
Right.
But then you really decided. Do you find that this is more motivational for people? I mean, everybody's looking for whatever that edge is. To put a face on it helps people.
Yeah, I definitely see that people get excited about it, especially the ones that work out at home that already have a product like this. Yeah. They're like, I already have this. It's so cool that it has a face on it. Why not? Why not have that little bit of extra uniqueness to it? So that's kind of where I see a lot of it, because you could work out a lot with these at home.
Sure.
There's hundreds of things you can do. It's a full body movement. So if you're going to use it, why not have it look like a lion or a panther?
So really, and I want to, because boy, we've only got a minute left, but when it comes to the to the workout itself, with just these two, so this one is what, 54
pounds.
54 pounds, and that's 26.
Yep.
You could get a full workout at home with just these 2 items.
Yeah, absolutely. Kettlebell, they swing them. You don't lift them like traditional dumbbells. So you're engaging your core, you're engaging pretty much firing your glutes, your quads, everything in the front, the back. And you get winded if you do enough of them. You get a good cardiovascular workout out of it.
Is the way to get the ZOOBELLS, is that to go through you at 1727? Is that the best way?
They can, yep, I have, yes. So to save on shipping, because shipping's obviously expensive on these. Yep, I have them at the gym, but we have an online website as well where we send them all over the U.S. I've sold a few overseas as well, internationally.
Fantastic.
So,
hey, congratulations on that. It's
Thank
a
you
great
so much.
idea. Congratulations on 1727
Thank you.
as well and all that you're doing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it. And we got much more to come. We're going to talk about Indian Lake coming up here on the Hank Stolz Experience.